Hey everybody, we are gearing up for church tomorrow and looking forward to our time together in 2 Samuel as we continue on our series. We're going to do 2 chapters tomorrow, 2 Samuel chapter 2 and 3, and we're going to look at the establishment of David's kingship and the war against the house of Saul, because now that Saul's dead doesn't mean that instantly everything comes into the hands of David, and we're going to see that as we get into this story tomorrow. So I wanted to read to you from 2 Samuel chapter 3, the very first verse of chapter 3. It says this: "There was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, and David grew stronger and stronger, while the house of Saul grew weaker and weaker." Now I read that as I was going over those chapters, and I love that. I find that incredibly encouraging, because to me it reminds me of the war of my flesh versus the war of the spirit. And I love that it says that that it was a long war. I don't know if you figured this out about the Christian life. It is a long war of flesh versus spirit. But amazingly, as we read this, the house of the flesh, Saul, grew weaker and weaker, and the house of the spirit, David, grew stronger and stronger. And the result was this, that the end was going to be sure. David's throne would be established. Now here's the truth and the reality for you and I. The end is sure. The victory is going to be won. In Christ, we are going to be victorious. The flesh will be defeated and the spirit will gain victory. And I take heart in that, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like, man, my flesh is getting the better of me. Wow, I thought I was trending in such a good direction, and then wham, up rises the flesh, and the flesh, gets the upper hand, and it seemed like it was, 1 step forward and 3 steps back, and we're in this constant battle of this constant fight with the flesh. And sometimes it seems like the flesh has got the upper hand, and we wonder if we're ever going to win. Well, I'll tell you this. I love the words of Paul in the New Testament. He said this: "I have fought the fight, and I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith." And he encouraged Timothy. He said, "Timothy, fight the good fight of faith." And I love that Paul describes the fight of faith with that adjective, the word good, saying, the fight that you are in for the things of the Spirit, it is honorable, it is good, it is beautiful, it is commendable, it is noble. Timothy, there are some things that are worth fighting for, because we want in our own lives the victory of the Spirit over the flesh. So look at however your week's gone. I know maybe the flesh got the upper hand on you. Maybe you had a great victory in the Spirit. Keep fighting. Keep fighting the good fight of faith, because the flesh is going to get weaker and weaker, and Christ is going to get stronger and stronger. So be reading ahead with us. We'll be in 2 Samuel chapter 2 and 3 tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning. God bless you.